What's going on, guys? This is Christian and Rocky of Duel-Threat Sports here. I just wanted to put in a little intro just to let you guys know exactly what we're doing. We're going to have, in the beginning of the week, some waiver wire ads and drops, followed by a recap of the following week. And then you go towards more the Thursday night game in the weekend. You'll get the spreads and pick'ems for the weekend games. And then on the weekend, you might get more fantasy football, fantasy football and DraftKings stuff on probably Saturday and Sunday. And another thing here, a change we made is there's going to be a timestamp, so you can go directly to any game that you want to go to. You don't, you could easily find which game you like if that's where you want to go to. The only other thing I'd say is just give a like and subscribe if you like the content, or just maybe we just suck and you find humor in that. Just leave a like and subscribe. First game here is Lions and Bears. Lions plus 2.5. This is going to be a shit show. This is
Lions, Tigers, Bears.
This is like I turned on Madden and we're doing Jets versus Jets.
This is a game. It's weird. That Matt Nagy said that all the quarterbacks have a potential chance to play.
I'm sure he has a chance to play too.
Yeah, put him in. Nagy's getting back in there.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't know. This game I don't feel
still have the advantage, maybe just because they're at home.
Bears is gonna take this one. I mean, I don't feel good about any of it really. What's the over-under on this one?
42.
42. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Just give me the Bears-Lions. Oh, wait. No, give me the Bears versus the Lions. Bears minus 2.5.
Give me the Bears, Lions. Yeah, I'll take.
And Tigers. Oh my.
No, I take the Lions straight up.
Give me. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. What am I saying? Give me the Bears money line. I don't know how to feel about it, but yeah, no. Give me the Bears money line. Nick Foles is coming out. That's right. You heard it here first, folks. Nick Foles is coming into action.
Oh, magic.
You're gonna see the Foles time. You're gonna feel like it's You're gonna look at him and think it's like the Eagles in the Super Bowl when he took him all the way. I don't believe that. All right, you want to go to the next game here? Browns and Vikings.
Yeah, Browns, Vikings. Vikings are at home, getting 1.5. Over/under is 51. What's with Dalvin Cook? You see, I think he's still up in the air on playing, right?
Dalvin Cook is still questionable for this game. I know on the Browns side, everything's looking good. So, I mean, it's really just on the Vikings. There's actually a questionable tag, I believe, on Thielen. I thought I seen too. Let me double check that. No, scratch that. No, it's just Cook. It's just Dalvin Cook. He is questionable. He didn't practice last week before sitting. He's limited today, only like part-time drills. And they're kind of day-to-day with him, it looks like. I mean, it kind of looks like a game-time decision to me. Does that make a difference to you if he plays or doesn't?
I mean, obviously, it's a big... it's big on the over/under for sure, because two running teams at heart, you probably won't see a 51-point over. So, but if Dalvin Cook doesn't play, I think it affects my over/under bet, but I don't think it affects my over.
And what is the over/under of these games?
51.
I don't have the main chart today, so I'm going to need you to provide the over/unders. 51, yeah, no thanks. I'm not on that for this game. I think it's going to be a hard defense. I think they're going to play hard defense here.
I think I'd take the Browns minus 1.5.
The Browns, I have Browns minus 2.
Either way, I'd take them.
You take Browns minus 2. Yeah, I would still take them, honestly, regardless of Dalvin Cook or not. I still think Kirk Cousins is kind of on fire this year. I mean, he does have Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, so it's not like he's not working with anything. But I think it's just very hard for them to even stop the 2 wide receivers, let alone a Delvin Cook if he happens to play. I think even if he does play, you're probably going to see on a limited basis. But so far, what you've seen from Alexander Madison has been pretty similar to Delvin Cook, really. So, yeah, I feel pretty confident about it. What is it? You said you got Browns -2, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next one I got here is Washington and Atlanta. I see Washington -1.5.
It's 47.5 over under. Falcons are home. And Washington's getting 1.5. And with that, I don't know if Fitzpatrick is good to go in this one or not. No, right?
I haven't heard anything. I don't believe so. I thought he was put on IR for a little bit.
Can't just bet against how bad Matt Ryan is, but
betting against Matt Ryan is money in the bank.
Yeah, but then you don't want to bet against him, and then like it feels really bad. The time you do bet, one time you do bet against him, and then he actually does good. It's like, man,
you lost a decent amount last year betting on him, didn't you? I'm not saying necessarily money, but you definitely lost some bets because of. Oh yeah, it's Matt Ryan. Oh yeah, he's expected to miss 8 weeks. Fitzpatrick.
Oh.
So with Heineke,
I maybe take Falcons.
I'm gonna take Atlanta here.
I take Falcons just straight up.
All right, next is Titans Jets. What do you think about that one? -7 Titans.
It's like too little.
You think 7? I mean, considering the Texans is getting 16.5, 7 seems like a little much.
Yeah, I mean the Titans aren't the best team, but they're not. They're on their head and shoulders a better team than the Jets. So I'm just confused as to why the spread's so low. But again, maybe it's because they're not at home.
What was the Denver game? Wasn't it like 30-something?
No, it's A.J. Brown and Julio Jones being questionable. They're both hurt right now. They're both hurt right now. Questionable. So
what's the over-under?
44.5. I think maybe you take a flyer on this game, and if you could get the bet in now before they're announced active, I think you can get a pretty good spread on. I think the over and the over under and the spread is indicative of A.J. Brown and Julio Jones being questionable.
I think I would just jump on the over.
I think I would I think this would be my money grab game and say let's throw 100 on it and parlay these two together because
no way.
I would do that with the chance that the Jets, the Titans could just Derrick Henry them to death. And
they could.
They could
or
win 17.
The two guys could be out and they could end up winning by 3, 4.
No, if they're both I'm saying even if AJ Brown and Julio Jones are both out, the Titans could Derrick Henry the Jets to death and win 17-3 easily. That would make.
It's not all the realm of possibilities, but I wouldn't bet on it. I am gonna take as the pick. I'm still gonna take Titans as the pick.
I could see like a 28-17 type of game. Is more along the lines. I'd say I would.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Titans as my pick, but the only bet I'd make here is the over.
I'll bet the Titans too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking the Titans, but the only bet I touch here is the over, and that's it. Because I think they'll probably hit that either way. Next game here is the Colts and Dolphins. I see Colts are +1.5, and this is a Jacoby Brissett revenge game.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like Jacoby Brissett was like, how long was he in the Colts for?
A couple years, 2 years.
That'll be a decent game as Wentz playing.
I mean, he led the team over 500. I think he brought him like a 9 or 10. I think it was 9-win team with the Colts. Brissett is playing, so I'm going to take the Colts here. I'm going to take the Colts money line straight up.
What about the over-under?
I think this is a Jonathan Taylor game. I think he's going to run all over the Dolphins, and the Dolphins aren't going to have shit to do about it. Because regardless of anything else, the Colts does have the pass rush to get to Jacoby Brissett. And that's about it. I mean, I see big fantasy day from Jonathan Taylor on the Colts, and I see Mike Gesicki getting a lot of looks on the Dolphins side due to having to play hurry offense and having to get the ball very quick. I think Mike Gesicki will get a lot because I don't really believe in the running back's ability to catch the ball in the backfield.
Yeah. I think I'd still go with Miami here, though, this week.
Minus 2.5.
Yeah.
Minus 1.5. All right. Next game here is Panthers plus 4.5 at the Cowboys. This is an odd game here. This is
what, dude? No, is this the game you cash in on? Are the Panthers that overly hyped and Cowboys that underlooked? McCaffrey's not in this game.
Cowboys are... Panthers are without McCaffrey. They're sitting at 3-0. Cowboys are looking like I'd say at least top 10 defense this year. And Zeke kind of looks turned up now.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold wins by the skin of his teeth every single game. I don't get the spread. Dallas is at home as well. I'm Dallas at home minus 4.5. I very much would take this bet. Over under 51. I don't think I care for that. But.
Over under 51.
Yeah, and a half.
I don't care for that either. I don't know. That 4.5 though. That is a decent amount. Because you could see a 27-24 type of game. 27-21. And that barely would hit it. I don't know about that spread. I mean, I thought it would be closer, to be honest. Because I'm definitely going to take the Cowboys to win. I'm going to mark myself for that. That's for sure. Yeah. But by how much is the question? Because when you said that over-under, I don't believe it touches that whatsoever. And with that being said, it's because I don't think the Cowboys... I think there's a small shot they hit 30, and they could, maybe 31 points. And
is Amari Cooper in this playing?
Amari Cooper is playing. Yep.
Then, yeah, I can see them winning. I mean, I would bet the spread on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I would roll the dice on the Cowboys here at the minus 4.5. I don't think Panthers is going to keep it up and hit the 4-0. I mean, with that being said, I give all the props in the world to Sam Darnold and whatnot. I think he had a lot going against him coming from the Jets, as every player leaving the Jets has. But they have had the best strength of schedule out of any team in the NFL so far, actually, statistically. So, it is what it is here. I'm going to take the Cowboys minus 4.5 as well. I think they're going to throw a lot. I don't think they hit over. So, but I wouldn't pair both up. I wouldn't pair the under with Cowboys 4.5. But I think you could see a good game out of this nonetheless. It could definitely be one of the best games of the week, I think. For sure. Giants at Saints. Giants plus 7.5. Well, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. The Saints have been super inconsistent. It's kind of hard to. And the Giants always seem to play well against better teams too. So it's weird. I never like betting against the Giants because I even think they said since 2019 to 2018, the Giants they've lost more games but covered more spreads than any other team or something like that.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true.
So it's very weird. Listen,
I'm going to take the Giants 7.5.
Yeah, they're just a really hard team to.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Giants to. No, I'm going to pick the.
I'll pick the Saints to win, but
I think I'm going to pick the Saints to win and take the Giants 7.5 is what I'm going to go with. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm going with here. I just know not only have they covered well, Daniel Jones, spread-wise, has been like really great too. Like just him in general since he's been the quarterback.
Right. Like 2019, 2020. Yeah.
Right.
They basically have covered this. They've covered more spreads than any team, but lost more games than any other.
He's kind of like Alex Smith to me, a good amount in a way. Like, you're not going to see him throw a 70-yard bomb, really, but to me, it doesn't seem like he makes a super big amount of mistakes. You know, he knows how to keep a game close.
I mean, actually, though, I think again, he's on the Giants, but I think he did an NFL record for most games in a row with a turnover. So that means I think he's had a turnover in over, like, not counting this year, I don't think. He had, like, 22 straight games or something like that with a turnover. So a fumble or an interception or both.
Well, that sounds a lot like the quarterback on the other team he's playing against.
Yeah. Jameis Winston forgets what team he's playing for sometimes.
What the hell's the difference? No, but overall, I think Saquon gets it done here, and Alvin Kamara. I don't think either team finds too much luck in the air. I think.
Yeah,
I think if Galladay is a decent amount healthy, like is actually starting to be able to like turn up, I think that gives a slight chance for Giants to win this game, even.
Yeah, I think they at least cover the game.
I think they for sure cover, and I think it's dependent on Galladay if they win. But, yeah, let's get on to the next one here. Chiefs minus 7.5 at the Eagles. I mean, Chiefs win for sure. They're not going to go... I mean, they're 0-3 already, aren't they? Or what? No, 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. They're 100% winning this game. But, I mean, 7.5. I mean, I don't know if I like that.
Chiefs win 42-17.
You would take the minus 7.5?
Yeah.
What's the over/under?
54. I wouldn't. 54. I wouldn't bother.
This is. I'll use this as my no bet of the week right here. No thanks. I'll pick Chiefs to win, and that's it. We'll give ourselves one no bet. You know, otherwise you have to find some kind of bet that you can make a few before us. That's definitely my no bet right there. Is there anything you wanted to say about it? I mean, I'm underwhelmed heavily on the Eagles offense for sure, but they are very well coached to where they know how to play good teams well, especially defensively. And that's what gives me hesitancy. So, I don't know. Is there anything you want to say about that one?
No.
Them Chiefs, right? That's it. In closing,
yeah, I mean,
them Chiefs.
I mean, Chiefs could be 3-0 right now, and kind of should be. They're just too good. I'm sure they're frustrated. So we're just gonna probably kick the crap out of the Eagles. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Now, here's a spread that you see every week. Plus 16.5 Texans against the Bills.
Dude,
is this a setup? Bills, like are the Texans just not going to score at all? Is that what's going on? Or
Texans are an NFL team.
Like plus 16.5. Like
they play in the NFL. I don't know. I feel like they should not the spread should not be like that.
16.5 is unheard. I've never seen a spread that high in my entire life.
I've seen them in college.
Yeah, yeah. Texans are looking like a college team right about now. Tyrod was killing it, man. I feel bad for him. There's no way that would be that if he was playing in this game. That'd probably be like 7.5. Who's starting quarterback? Do you know?
Was his name Brady Mills or something?
Oh Lord.
David Mills.
Yeah. What's the over under here?
47. See.
47. That's my bet here. I'm not betting Bills minus 16.5. There's no way. I'm not going to give any team 16.5. But I don't want to bet on the Texans either. So I'm going to take Bills win and the over.
Take the under, but yeah, Bills.
Bills under? Okay. Next game, Cardinals at the Rams, plus 4.5 Cardinals. Now this, I think, will be the best game of the week, probably. Let me just look over it one more time. I think this is my favorite game of the week. It's either... no, there's some good ones, actually. There's Steelers... Packers coming up, and Bucs Patriots, of course. You know, Brady fans wants to see that. But anyway, Cardinals at Rams, plus 4.5. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Matt Stafford and the Rams here.
Does that have anything to do with you having him in fantasy football?
Only half of it.
Only half of it. Well, they're both 3-0 teams. That is pretty dope.
It's a division game.
And
right?
a division game. Rams home does make a big difference.
Yeah, that's where, they're starting the division games up now. Yeah, this is only being the fourth game. It's still a big game, actually. So.
Oh, I think it's a huge game right here.
You can see probably like I say you maybe have a tie game going into halftime. You can see like a 28-28 game going into halftime.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one, dude. 21. I don't know. It's like initially I look at this and think Matthew Stafford has to come down to earth at some point. From time to time, it's just natural regression. It's gonna happen at some point. He's not gonna go. He's not going to go 10. He's not going to go 10-0.
It won't be because he's playing bad in this game. I think he's going to have a crazy good game. It's just, can the defense hold up? Do they have enough run game? Is Darrell Henderson healthy enough to play? There's going to be other factors in there.
I think Rams' offense will be better. I do. After seeing what Cooper Kupp did.
And Sam Darnold could Aaron Darnold, can Aaron Darnold keep Kyler Murray in,
That's the thing. They do have the more mobile quarterback that the Rams doesn't have, and Matthew Stafford is the passer
they have the best defensive
Yeah,
one of the best defensive linemen in the game.
So. Arizona definitely gets the plus side on the running backs, though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, again, if Darrell Henderson is not hurt, no.
Darrell Henderson, I don't believe, is playing still.
He's going to be more game. He was limited in practice this week. He's been limited.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's probably going to be a game time decision. It's easy there. You think James Conner and Chase Edmonds is better than probably both of those, even if they both were playing. But just Sony Michel, yeah, that's a big edge, I'd say. But, Aaron Donald and that front core there is pretty good. This is a tough one, but damn. That's so tough. What's the over-under?
54.5.
54.5. I mean, that's my easy way out to say over, but I feel like it's more fun to pick one here.
I'm picking the Rams here.
Minus 4.5.
Yeah. I think Kyler Murray makes a few mistakes in this game. Maybe, there's like a bad snap, like a high snap where Murray just loses the ball and they pick it up at 5 yards on the goal line, type of deal where they just have a big blown situation. And I think that's going to be a play that kind of turns the game around. I think it'll be a close game until there's just one of those big errors. Maybe a Kyler Murray interception for a touchdown. One of those type of deals feel like could happen.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna come back to that one. I'm gonna come back to that one. I'm gonna move to the next one super quick, and we'll come back. Seahawks at 49ers plus 2.5. Give me that 2.5. Actually, there ain't much to say for me. I'm taking Seahawks money line.
Yeah, Lockett's limited in practice, but that's just being more cautious. He's fine though.
I mean, I think that's why they get the 2.5. Really, right?
Yeah, he's fine though. Hopefully, Seahawks have just kind of blown the losses they have. They've blown the games. I don't know. Their defense must be shoddy or something.
Their defense is not good, and Russell has looked a little lacking on the mobility this year for whatever reason.
Well, then their pass attempts, they're trying to be super balanced with running and passing. So he's only passing 24 attempts a game or something, which is for somebody like him, that's very low.
Yeah. So I'm taking the Seahawks plus 2.5 here. I think regardless of Tyler Lockett play. Actually, now that I think about it, Tyler Lockett and I just seen DK Metcalf got put on the report too. I don't know if you've seen that.
That might just be a function.
Let me pull that up, see what that's looking like real quick. He was added to the report today, limited practice due to a foot issue through 3+ games of the current campaign. Metcalf has avoided being anything but a full participant in practice until today. Tyler Lockett has a hip problem, downgrading from limited to no activity one day later. So no practice today for Tyler Lockett. I feel okay about Metcalf. It doesn't seem like he's going to miss any time, to be honest with you, about Metcalf at least. So,
and Lockett played after he got hurt, another full quarter. So I don't worry about him being hurt.
Yeah,
I think they're just limiting him, keeping it precautious till game time.
Yeah. What's over under here?
51 and a half.
51 and a half. I'm going to take Seahawks plus 2.5 plus the over.
I'll take the under, but I'll take the Seahawks.
Okay. Now, going back to Cardinals Rams, I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 4.5. And what was the over under on that one again? You said 55, right?
Yeah, 54 and a half.
54 and a half. Give me Cardinals plus 4. That's a parlay I think I'm going to make this weekend. Seahawks plus 2.5 over, and Cardinals 4.5 over. I think that's probably some good money, I would think. It's asking for a lot, but I see it. I could see it. I could see it this week. I think Murray gets it. I don't know. Just something tells me. I don't really have much to back that up. It's just kind of how I'm feeling on that one. But let's jump down now. We're done with the Cardinals Rams. We're done with the Seahawks 49ers. We're going to move to the
3 games left.
Ravens Broncos.
Broncos, the undefeated beasts at this moment.
I got the Ravens.
are we just taking this game off on Teddy Bridgewater's shoulders right now with his back? Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ravens here. I think Lamar Jackson's mobility here is going to be too much, even for how good the Broncos defense is.
Yeah, you're right. I'll take the Ravens.
I'm going to take the Ravens here. What is the? Sorry, I didn't get the spread here.
-1.
-1.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll just take the Ravens money. Oh, wait, no, you can't. You're giving one. Okay, I'd give one. I'd give two. How about that? You could have 2 Broncos. Give me an extra $5 on my bet. Thank you. Yeah, and like I said, other than Lamar Jackson, I really don't have much other reason than that. Well, that and the fact that I heard Bateman is looking like he's going to get some play soon. He's a rookie on the Ravens, wide receiver core. And I think there's a chance... I don't know if he could surpass Hollywood Brown, but I think he gets up there. I think he's an actual good talent. That's actually somebody I think you might see on the next Waiver Wire show. I don't even think he's available too much in leagues either, to be honest. Bateman.
In fantasy leagues?
Yeah. I don't think so. He was drafted. Even though he wasn't healthy. But, I mean, on the Broncos side, Teddy's killing it. He's doing his thing. I'll give him all the props in the world, especially losing Jerry Jeudy. But I think the Ravens just take this one. After almost getting clapped by the Lions last week, I think they come back with a little bit more of dominance.
Yeah, I don't know. The Ravens have just been playing such mediocre football every game.
Kind of just floating by here, really.
They could be 0-3 very easily.
Yeah, they've been kind of floating by. I think, yeah, there's a few teams like that I think have just kind of floated by a little bit. Yeah, they're definitely one. Moving on to the next game here, this should be a decent one. If Ben wasn't sucking this year, this game would be awesome. Steelers at Packers, +7 Steelers. Is that what you got, +7?
Yeah, 6.5. But yeah, I don't know. Is this the game where Ben rights the ship?
I can't even tell you the last time I've seen Big Ben face Aaron Rodgers. Is this like a every once in 4 or 5 years kind of game?
Some teams, that's how it works.
There is some teams, because I'm a Colts fan, and the Colts and the Bears only play each other once every 4 years.
Last week was Tom Brady's first time ever playing in LA.
Gotcha.
That's it just happens that way sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, certain teams will be able to play every 4 years.
Yeah.
Or so, 3-4 years.
Yeah. So it's interesting. That part of it's cool. So it's like a hard matchup to think, you know what I mean? I can't even tell you the last time I've seen them play each other, but I did see Deontay Johnson's for sure not going to play. So that just leaves Juju Smith-Schuster, which I see is questionable. Which is why they're getting the 7. So really, they're looking at only Claypool and the running back. Did you see Claypool had 15 targets last week?
He had 15 targets?
15 targets, yeah.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Oh, I have him in fantasy, so it was good for me, but if only he caught more of them, that'd be a little bit better for fantasy football.
Yeah,
I don't know how to feel here, man. What is the over-under on this one?
3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for Ben. That's
pretty bad.
It is 45.5.
That's my bet here. I don't want +7 Steelers. I mean, I guess if I feel that way, I should take the +7 Steelers. All right, so I'm gonna pick the Packers to win. I'm gonna bet the Steelers to cover, and that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I pick Packers win, Steelers cover.
I'll bet Steelers to
+7.
No, just to win. But I would take the +7. Yeah.
Just money line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, 2 more here. We'll do the Monday night one, but we'll make that quick. Bucs -7 at the Patriots. You got Tom Brady's return to Foxborough. That is what's up.
Gronkowski might not play. He got pulled out of the game last week and didn't practice today, I don't believe. I mean, but is that really... I mean, yeah, he's been playing really well, but is that going to factor in your decision on if they win or not?
Probably I think it could.
If they win, no. If they cover the spread, maybe, but not if they win.
Patriots have been really bad, and they did just lose James White for multiple weeks.
Yeah, Patriots are not going to be in this game at all. They're not winning.
I would take the next $7 either way here.
Yeah, I would take Bucs -7 here for sure.
What's the over/under on this?
49. I'm not.
Nah. Just easy Bucs win -7. That wash your hands clean from
Bucs
it.
Running defense, Bucs defense overall, but their running defense mixed with James White being injured. Yeah, their rookie quarterback. Patriots are not. They could score 0 points easily.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's a bad team. I think the Lions are even better, to be honest. Yeah. I think getting rid of Cam Newton was their biggest mistake.
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me. It was a
I think there had to be some more kind of behind the scenes stuff that had to do with it because it just.
I think it was more like it had to be for money or something.
Yeah, no, it's hard to say.
Planning more for the future.
They might have got a nice chunk of change back on releasing him, possibly. I don't know. It's hard to say. But the Monday night game now is this is actually going to be a really cool game, I think. It's a +3 Raiders at Chargers. I'll let you say what you think first.
I mean, my Raiders are called out. It's not like I'm not saying it's their year they're going to win the Super Bowl or nothing. Who knows? But Carr's, the teams finally come together, and Carr's just playing super, super well. He's definitely shut up a lot of people this year so far. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just nothing really. I mean, their number one running back has been hurt basically all year, and he's not much of a run game to speak of. I mean, it's basically a committee at this point, and Carr's just been solid. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 receivers on his team that have a touchdown, so he's got 6 touchdowns already this year in 3 games.
That's really good,
and all to a different receiver. That's
really impressive. He's on fire.
Tom Brady-esque right there. There's no superstar on this team really. There's just a bunch of good players, and he's just making it happen. I forget what they say. Like, no individual has to be great. We just got to be good, all good, and then we can be great together. Yeah, and that's what the team's looking pretty dang good. They've beaten.
Yeah. What's the Chargers' record?
We'll say that again.
What is the Chargers' record?
What is the Chargers' what?
Record?
2-1.
And Raiders are 3-0, right?
3-0.
Wow.
And the Raiders have beaten the Steelers, the Ravens, and
Miami, I think, was one of them.
Miami. I mean, and then Miami's a good defensive team.
Yeah, they are.
They
are. That secondary is really solid in Miami.
But I mean, that's nothing. And Chargers are stacked offense, so now it's a different test. Can they played the defensive games? Can they play the high powered offense?
I hate to do it, but I'm still gonna go Chargers here. What is over under?
51.5.
I don't want that. No, I don't want to touch that. Damn. That's tough.
If the Raiders win this game, they honestly have a chance to go undefeated into their bye week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the -3.5 Chargers. But it's very close. Very close.
I take the Raiders here.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It can go either way. But before we close out, I just wanted to go over our picks so far up to this point. Just as a reminder, we didn't do week 1. This is just week 2 and week 3. Going into week 4, picks that we just made, you are 18-12, and I'm 17-13. Not the best, but not too bad. You know, I don't know how well we technically did Monday or not, but yeah, so 18-12 on your side, 17-13 on my side. We all made the picks here, and yeah, that's about it. Do you have any final words here about any of the games?
No, just keep watching and look for our next video to post on Saturday. It will be there might be one video together, or it might be 2 videos separate. There'll be an actual live spread bets will be made, as well as Christian will be setting his daily fantasy DraftKings lineup and showing you how that goes.
Yeah, not too sure about the days yet for anything, but from now to Sunday, you'll definitely see some more content from us. Like you said, I'll be doing some DraftKings directly from my phone. You'll be seeing me actually make the bets, and then we might do some betting at a casino or something along those lines. So just stay tuned. You know, keep watching our videos. It does go a long way. A like or subscribe would be really appreciated. Well, we, keep learning and growing within this industry and enjoying the football season. Thanks for watching, guys.